Would you like to see football wherever you are in the world?
With NordVPN, you can get premium protection online and set your location so you never miss a minute of the content you usually enjoy.
Go to nordvpn.com/TSUW to get 72% off a 2-year plan plus 3 additional months absolutely free. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Sheff United Way. In this video, we're going to be talking all things Blackpool versus Sheffield United for this match preview. It's going to be on Wednesday night at 7:45 p.m. and it's away at Blackpool at Bloomfield Road. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make this game, but it is on Sky Sports Football Red Button. Now, we're going to bring up members on the screen. If you'd like to become a member, all you've got to do is click the top link in the description and it'll take you to the join page. It's £4.99 a month and it helps keep the channel alive and kicking. Also, as always, I'm going to plug Sheff United Way clips. We've uploaded a couple more clips on that channel. So if you want to go over there and give us a subscribe, we've just hit 400 subscribers, which is absolutely fantastic. Isn't it, Hal Stewart?
I'm pleased with that. Check out some clips. I really enjoyed the Dane Whitehouse talking about his dad. That one is must-see TV.
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to be very quick, Hal, now. I'm going to talk about the Coventry game, but I'm going to be extremely quick. So, we lost 4-1. Obviously, I'm going to be really, really quick. We only had one player come away with an injury. That is my first positive. Sanderberger scored a header, which was surprising to say the least. And Wes had shot-stopping practice. So really, that's all I've got to say about that. Let's be honest, though. The defending was woeful in this game. And the players that you expect to at least defend well in Egan and Jack Robinson, well, especially from the last few games, it was very, very disappointing. We didn't do anything in midfield. We did absolutely well. We created a few chances up front. We scored a goal. So really, if you're going away and you're keeping a clean sheet, you're walking away with 3 lovely points. So we've got to blame the defence.
I think there's a few areas to blame. That was just one you got to write off. I said it afterwards on my vlog with my terrible hair, which prompted me to cut my own hair, which I have done because it was a bit Tintin or like a whale with like a sad dorsal fin.
Oh, or a wave.
Or a wave. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. But I thought it was really good. I really, really enjoyed it. And loads of people enjoyed it too, mate. So well done for putting yourself out there. That's the main thing.
Terrifying. Thanks.
So last time out, Hal, give us what you've got.
All right, last time out, we've got to go quite far back, 26th of January, 2016. It wasn't one for the memory warehouse, 0-0. Not a good one against Blackpool at Blackpool. It was wet as well, horrible day. Blade striker Connor Salmon came closest to a first-half goal, shooting on the turn and forcing a fantastic one-handed stop from Colin Doyle. Chances were few and far between for Blackpool. 𝐍𝐸𝐵𝐍 scooped over just outside the box. That was one of their chances. And the Blades were denied all 3 points late on when Jamal Campbell-Rice had a curling effort, parried away. It was 0-0. It was forgettable. Let's hope for better on Wednesday night.
Yeah, very forgettable one. I completely forgot about it. And there's been lots and lots of wet and miserable, windy days at Blackpool. Always a night game, it seems to be. I think a lot of people just want a 3 o'clock Saturday kickoff where the sun's beaming down.
We've only got one more Saturday kickoff at beautiful downtown Bramall Lane the whole rest of the season. And that, in my opinion, is a disgrace.
It is a disgrace. And it's really, really sad as well. I love me a 3 o'clock kickoff. It's just, I just love it. Anyway, things that I don't love, Hal, I'm going to be talking about now. I'm going to be talking about, well, team news, I was going to say, but it might as well just be the injury list. Because as 𝐍𝐸𝐵𝐍 said, they said, oh, shall we talk about injuries? And he's like, shall we talk about players that are actually available for this game? Because there's more players that are on the injury list than that are available. So, right, let me start off. So, first and foremost, John Fleck and Ben Davies still out, but could feature at the weekend. So, 𝐍𝐸𝐵𝐍 says they are definitely out for this visit to Blackpool. To add insult to injury, Charlie Goode has gone back to Brentford. I thought at first he's going back to be assessed, and either he's not going to come back or it's going to be ages until he's back, because you know what happened with Morgan Gibbs-White. He was away for what seemed forever. But it sounds like he's going to be back within 2 or 3 weeks, which is great news. It really is, because we've got so many players out for the season. Ollie McBurney went off injured at the weekend with a dead leg, which, as long as it's not as serious as some dead legs are, he should only be out for a few days, but that could mean he's ruled out for this game, because Hecky did say, as of today, it's not looking good. So, but he did say that dead legs can kind of clear up very, very quickly. So let's have a see if Ollie McBurney is going to be fit enough to even go on the bench. Baldock definitely out, which it sounds very, very serious. He's been rescanned, whatever that means. That sounds like either somebody's made an error or they've rushed him back and it's got worse. So he's been rescanned. That hasn't been clarified what exactly is wrong with him, as in how long he's going to be out. So it could be a long one. That it could even be out for the season. We all know that Hecky has been a bit coy with some player injury timescales. So we're just going to have to see what happens. Ender Stevens, a slightly more positive one. He should have been back in training, but he's been ill. So hopefully it'll be back in the next week or so. The only thing with that is Ender's been out for such a long time that even in being back on the grass, as Hal says, and Hecky says, and everybody says, it still might mean that it's a good 3-4 weeks until he gets back into full training. So they're just the ones that are kind of injuries here and now. We've also got all the rest of them that are out for the season, which you already know, because we've been through it time and time again. So I'm going to go through my team for this game. Who knows who's going to be fit? But I've gone for Wes in the goal for obvious reasons. Ozzy at right wing back, saying that we should be kind of bringing him back slowly, but we can't. We physically can't. Reece Darrington-Davies at left wing back. As I said, Ender Stevens could be back in the next few weeks, so that might be a bit of challenging for that spot. I went with Ben Davies originally, but I can't see that happening, because I do think that Kieran Gordon didn't have the best of times, and we do need experience in there. But Ben Davies is definitely going to be out, so I've had to go for Kieran Gordon at right centre-back. John Egan, central centre-back, he needs to have a better game than he had against Coventry. Jack Robinson, too, made a really, really big mistake for their first goal, in my opinion. Norwood at right, central defensive midfield. Howrahan, left centre mid. Sanderberger, right centre mid. Morgan Gibbs-White, Billy Sharp. So I've picked the exact same team that came up against Coventry. So hopefully we concede less than 4 goals and score more than 1. Hal, do you want to tell us a little bit about Blackpool?
Neil Critchley's Blackpool won their last game at home against Swansea. Former Blades striker Gary Medine with the only goal. They're on a great run of form, but remain 12th in the table. They've got 51 points, and the Tangerines are looking to do the double over the Blades for the first time since the 1976-77 season. Nick and I were watching together, which is quite rare, for the home match against Blackpool, which was... Blackpool have lost each of the last 3 league matches on a Wednesday night and 6 of the last 7 on a Wednesday night. They haven't kept a clean sheet on a Wednesday night since 2011, whereas the Blades have done well on Wednesday night games. They've only lost 1 of the last 10 outside of the top flight, keeping clean sheets in 7 of those Wednesday night games. I know, I thought I'd add a little bit of extra spice for this one by actually looking up a very odd stat. Blackpool are a strong physical side. They're athletic, they're well organised, and I think they will start with Grimshaw in goal, Sterling, Connolly, Ekpiateta and Husband, James as well completing that back line, then Bowler, Dougal, Stewart and Kirk feeding the lone striker of Gary Medine.
There we go. I didn't know you were playing for Blackpool in this game.
I know, and spelt exactly the same way as well. Not enough of us. There's too many STUARTs knocking about.
Like Graham Stewart?
Like Graham Stewart, who
Your
I believe was part of a swap deal for Mitch Ward. So, yeah, that's why he's not my best friend, because Mitch is a legend.
You love Mitch Ward. You love him so much. Score prediction, Hal. I'm going to go straight in there. I'm worried for this one. We've got so many injuries. Hecky seemed really, really downbeat in his press conference. He was almost laughing at times because he obviously knows how depleted this squad is right now. Hopefully get some good news before this and we bring back one or two unlikely players, but I can't see it happening, mate. And I'm going to go for an optimistic 1-1 draw.
That's exactly what I was going to say. A 1-1 draw. So I think we'll have to both, very rare, go with the same.
Is it an optimistic 1-1, or are you thinking that could happen?
No, it's an optimistic 1-1, and maybe we'll dominate, and maybe the backs to the wall that the Blades players will be feeling like we're really up against it. We've got 11 players out. We've got 11 players fit. It'll galvanise them. Who knows? You know, Sir Alex Ferguson used to use that siege mentality, us against the world kind of thing, and it worked for Manchester United. That's fair to say. Yeah,
definitely. And really, if any game is going to get them up for this game, it's getting absolutely trounced by Coventry. We've seen it in the past where Blades teams come back fighting after really poor results. Blackburn did it earlier in the season, and look where they are now. So, yeah, let's hope that we can pull something out of the bag. We certainly, is the Fulham game I remember where we were thinking we're going to get hammered in this game, and we came away with 3 points away from home. So this is Blackpool. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, it could happen.
Referee for this one is Jeff Eltringham from County Durham. He's taken charge of 25 games this season. That's it. You come for the eye roll. It's been in all competitions, that 25 games, issuing 106 yellows, which is about average, 3 red cards, which is about average. But he's only given 2 penalties, which is less than average. And he refereed a 2-0 win at home against Bristol City back in November.
What you said in the last preview was that the referee gave a lot of penalties
10.
and didn't give any in that game. So hopefully he gives us a penalty in this game because he's not given too many.
Yeah, and that happened with the previous referee that we spoke about. They hadn't given too many, absolutely.
Exactly. So player connections, Hal, I'm going to give you straight up. You know who it is. I know who it is. Mr. Chris E. Basham. There he is in all his glory. A younger Bash on the right, an older Bash on the left. Chris Basham, we absolutely love to bits. He's unfortunately not able to play in this game. He's out for quite a while, unfortunately. But yeah, had a decent spell at Blackpool. He's also had decent spells at Bolton, and he's had a very, very decent spell at Sheffield United. That's all I'm going to give you, Hal, because I don't want to harp on too much about Mr. Chrissy Basham because we're not going to see him in this game.
Yeah, it's a shame. We're not going to see Steve Cabra in this one, who had his birthday recently, as you know, because we always make a graphic for a player who has their birthday. If you want to see those graphics, do give us a follow at Sheff United Way on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. But Kabadabadoo played really well for Grimsby on loan against the Blades. He was on loan from Palace. We were so impressed. We went and signed him. He joined in 2002, stayed until 2007. He was a player I really enjoyed watching in the league, 78 league appearances, 18 goals before he eventually would join Watford. Kabadabadoo.
And do you know what, Hal? I bought a Kabadabadoo vest from the Sheffield United shop. As weird as it sounds.
What did that consist of?
It just said Kabadabadoo, and it was a picture of Cabba celebrating.
Brilliant. Okay.
That's all you want in
life.
life.
And if you have still got it, get it on and get a picture.
Do you know what? I am going to look for that now. Now I've said that, I am going to look for it.
How do you reckon it'll fit?
I don't even want to think about that.
Like a bra?
Yes, exactly. I thought you were going to say like a glove then. I'm glad you didn't say like a glove.
Today, it's nearly driving glove season. Forward to getting them bad boys out.
It's never driving glove season.
Never. I don't even have any. Don't worry.
I think you do now. You've said that, but we'll brush over that and we'll end the preview here.
Good call.
Thank you, Hal. Thank you for being here. Fingers crossed for a win. I'm very scared as always, and hopefully though, a lot of the time when we play terrible, we come back and we win 2 or 3 games. So let's hope this is the first of a few wins.